Come have a seat.
I think I should. Thanks for inviting me, bro.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Glad to be a
glad
part
to
of the
have you.
show
So, when you say the worse, the better for wildlife, do they do react completely different when a severe change in weather happens like we just had?
Oh, buddy. Well, you remember I've said over the last couple of days, or actually a week or so, that there's a change coming. The birds were flocking heavy.
You did say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that about a week ago.
Right?
Yeah, now
Right.
that you mention it, you
Right.
did.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, when you're in tune to nature and what, we do every day, what I've been doing every day my whole life, man, the meteorologists, God love them, but they ain't got game on the nature, man. They ain't got nothing on nature. Nature will tell you. You look back into the old days, the Indians, man, they knew the season that was coming, not only with again, using your senses, not using your TV or your news channel. Nothing against them.
No, I hear you.
But, I mean, when you're out in it, like the Indians were back in the day, man, they knew what was coming. Of course, not everything, but, especially this hellish freak stuff we got going on with the fires. And yesterday, couldn't breathe, dying, choking. I'm still coughing up like smoke from the last week. And then today, the purification.
And that's what I called it, too.
Oh.
By the way, it's the Mike in the Mountain. I'm Brian Gary.
Scott Cisco.
And we thank you for joining us. We were talking because we're experiencing right now one of those biblical changes in weather that we've had. We've had the wildfires just raging in Colorado, I know in California and in many places around the country. Ridiculous, but so bad just yesterday that we were having flakes of ash falling that were bigger than snowflakes that were coming down and actually accumulating on your vehicle, in your gutters, on the street. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. I said it looked like the end of days out there.
Right.
The sky was just a different color and all this falling. And then, boom, a day later, we've got a 60-degree change in temperatures and snow falling out there, which I immediately start thinking of wildlife because I know we start preparing for we cover our plants, we do all those kind of things. Does a storm like this take them by surprise? Or like you were saying, they can sense this and they kind of know something's coming?
When it comes to plants and shrubs and stuff like that, I got to believe, I believe wholeheartedly nature is in control. Whether we, two-legged wildlife, as much as we want to believe we're in control, we are in control of nothing. Mother Earth, the Great Spirit, man, these changes that come along, we've heard a lot of people talk. Listen, man, those fires are horrible. They're horrible, man. The destruction, what they do. But if you can flip it, that's what I'm big into in my life right now, man. And I have been for a while, but even more so now. When you get a situation, I look at these situations on the news and everything else, flip it. Flip it and see what's going on. With Mother Nature, there's this cleansing going on. We talk about the cleansing of today.
Yeah.
With the snow and the cold air, and we can breathe.
Spiritually and physically and elemental. I mean, just everything.
Yeah. No, and there's casualties, man. There are wildlife casualties up there in the mountains. It's unfortunate. But again, nature knows what it's doing. We're not in control. Or we would have stopped that already. The beetle kill, we think about the beetle kill that's up there. But here's something else to think about, man. The ash, all that ash coming down.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea, B, what that's doing for fertilizer for our ground out here on the Front Range? I mean, buddy,
no, I didn't think of that.
That's the best of the best, man. I mean, when you flip it and look at it from a different perspective, 180, man. 180. Look at it from a different perspective. Because we, as two-legged wildlife humans, are all too notorious to jump right on the bandwagon of this sucks.
Oh, that's it. No, that bandwagon is so full. Right. Seriously.
And everybody's
the This Sucks mobile is overloaded. No, there is no occupancy on the This Sucks mobile.
No.
Pick a different one.
Right.
Come on.
Right. No, we need to bring, you and I and Jay, man, driving the wheel there, need to bring in the good mobile.
The love train.
The love. Oh.
people all over the
Come
world.
on, need
Join
the
hands.
love
Come on.
train.
It's the love train. Absolutely.
Come on, love train coming at you, man.
No, and that's you can feel that though. We've needed the heat gets to me. The heat gets to me mentally and physically. It's not like we've had 100 degrees days, but we've had 70 some over 90.
Right.
All right, and that just starts to get to you when you look at the
74?
extended. Yeah, is that what it was?
74.
You look at the
days over
extended
90.
forecast and you'd see nothing but 90s, and then all of a sudden there's this 39 in there. And you're like, whoa, oh.
My knees got weak.
Oh, I did. I was up last night just waiting for it to roll in. I was so excited, but thank goodness, some relief right now for our firefighters. God bless our firefighters.
Yes.
Those out there on the line who are risking their lives to try to battle these blazes, and their families who let them go.
Right.
You know, we think of all you and we thank you. You are our heroes right now with this. But Great Spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever you relate to it as, has blessed us with this cold snap and some much needed moisture. So the air just feels better today, and I feel good about it. Ash week is over. You might not have known.
Well, and you know what, B? Let's take this opportunity real quick. I want to throw out there through the podcast that I have 47 acres with water, fenced in, and corrals. If there's somebody out there, you know somebody that's got horses up in this high country, that's in a threat, potential, whatever the case may be with this, and you need this, please contact us or let them know if they need someplace to put their horses or goats or whatever it is up there in the high country. We have the place here, and whatever we can do to bless you, to help you with this situation that's going up in the high country, man. So 47 acres, water, I got access to hay, we're fenced in, I've got corrals. If you need this, please get a hold of us.
Absolutely. And you can check it out at themikeinthemountain.com, our Facebook page, any of those, or commenting here too. I mean, of course, that all works as well. Very excited. Now, I talked about the animals and the change of the weather and looking for signs in them. I was able to tell there was one distinct sign I noticed on my poodle. It came in covered in snow. And that was a good...
Did it look like me?
It did. It was, seriously, it was a surprise. He was surprised too when he went out, and it's like, whoa, what is this? But I'm getting really excited about the wildlife aspects of things, because I'm telling you, gang, if you could see my fingers, I'm holding them up real close. We are this close to getting ready to launch Cisco MWE. And I just want to talk for a moment on this, because everything that we have done over the last year, be it the Mike in the Mountain, with Critter Getter of Northern Colorado, every call we make, everything we have been doing has been leading us to this. This is the prize jewel that we have been waiting to present to you, is Cisco MWE. And what MWE stands for is Modern Wildlife Education. Scott has so much knowledge in his head that we don't want Scott to pass and not have this knowledge come out. Because honestly, we're on an hour-to-hour thing with him. We don't know what's going to happen with him.
Well, they're ready to take me out at any time. So they're
again, like I said, it's hour-to-hour. But what we're going to be able to do with Cisco MWE is bring you what is in Scott's head. The phone rings endlessly here throughout the day with people calling with wildlife situations, where Scott would love to be able to help everyone individually in a one-on-one, face-to-face manner, but that's just not humanly possible. So we had tried to figure out, with James' brilliant technology mind, trying to figure out how can we bring what Scott knows to the general public easily and in a very user-friendly fashion. Well, we've done that, and we're about to throw it at you. Say, the way this thing is going to work, man, I've got some kind of crap in my backyard. There's some feces. I wonder what this is. Well, you can actually go to the feces section. There'll be a tab to identify what it may be. Say you've got skunks. You can click on skunk, and it's going to give you information on the animal, what you can do as a homeowner to help protect your home from it, what to do if you encounter one. All the information that Scott gives over the phone or is able to educate people one-on-one, we are going to have available for free at Cisco MWE.
That's right.
Scott, I am so excited about this, because we've been working on it. Okay, to be more exact here, James has been working on it.
Yes, he has.
But we're right on the prefaces of it. It's about to go, but very excited about it. And just at this moment, hats off to James for all he has been doing, busting his tail back there, man. We really do appreciate it and cannot wait to share it with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a game changer.
It is.
It really is.
I can't wait to get the feedback. I can't, here's what's going to be cool. I was, because you know how you and I are, man. We get a bad feedback and like it can ruin our day.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to getting those people from outside the state or maybe somebody down south going, wait a minute. What do you mean that doesn't make sense what you're saying, but that's going to take us into a new level to help them from down south perspective. I mean, the opportunity for this to go is so unreal, man. I mean, everybody I talk to, you've heard me do it. James has heard me. We're getting the feedback on the stuff that I'm doing by myself, man. These people can't wait. This weekend, man, I got a phone call. It was a second call, so I thought it must be bad. Mm-hmm. So I picked it up. Me and Jackie were on our way over to a barbecue, and the lady says, I've got a huge snake in my window well. I said, all right, we're on our way. It wasn't far from us. It was over here close by, and we went over there, pulled it out. Really cool thing, man. When I hop down in the window well and I just grab it, they're all backing up in the yard going, are you kidding me? You just reached down there and grabbed that. Like, why isn't it biting you? I'm like, I don't ever recommend you or anybody else doing this because I can't explain what it is with me. But I got the opportunity. They brought out their 3 little girls. Oh, and I got the opportunity to educate them kids, help them understand and respect the snake and what it was doing and why it's vital to our ecosystem, man. It was so cool. I love doing that. And even for HOAs, for construction sites, I mean, get a hold of us. If you got an HOA or something like that, and you guys want a really ripped presentation on wildlife, man, bring it. Get a hold of us.
It's very true. It not only is it incredibly informative and you're going to get a lot out of it, the dude's entertaining. All right, so that's he brings it his way.
There it is. That's the snake call right there. They're already calling in.
Okay,
they're already calling in.
So
I love it.
Do we need to run and go and get this?
No.
Oh, all right.
We'll have the secretary. We've got the answering service where we have over 50-some answering services. In waiting. They picked it up already.
So get those pledge lines ringing.
If you want to see more of this, one simple way. Right
enough of
here.
That. Hey, all right, I need to break into some sad news. Yeah.
Oh, it's so high.
Yeah, I know. Here it goes. You ready, Scott? Sorry.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
I'm ready to flip it on you.
I've been feeling a little sad. No, that's not.
I've been feeling a little drunk.
Okay, that was earlier. Yeah, sad to report that in the Gary family, that's my family.
Yeah.
We had a loss. If you remember, a few podcasts ago, I introduced my granddaughter Kersey's new fish, Reginald Dean, to the family, and Reggie didn't make it.
No.
Yeah, Reggie has gone to that great American standard in the bathroom.
The porcelain
tornado. He's gone to the porcelain tornado. So, Kersey, I'm sorry. Maybe you need to work on your pet ownership skills. Yeah. But Reginald has passed.
Yeah.
I just know how sad it was when we used to keep fish on our toilet. I had a little, I know this sounds strange, but I had a little fish bowl that I kept on the toilet. It was calming. You'd go in to do your business and you could talk to Flushy. I named him Flushy.
Flushy, no
way.
Who
sat on the back of the toilet.
You got like a real fish?
Yes.
On the back of your toilet?
On the back of the toilet.
Who does that?
Well, I do, but let me tell you what happened to Flushy 1. All right? Flushy 1. I had come home and I went to use the facility for a little relaxation to go and talk to to the fishy while we created bubbles together. Yeah. And I went in and I look, and the tank is freaking empty.
Huh?
There is no Flushy. He is nowhere to be found.
Which tank? The one you're about to sit on?
No, the fish one.
Oh, the fish
bowl.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep up with you.
The fish bowl
here,
is
man.
full of water, but there's no Flushy in there. I can't find Flushy.
Really?
Then I go, well, I'll look around after I'm done doing my business, which I do, and look around, and I see a little dried up piece of fish jerky beside the bowl.
No.
Flushy had tried to make a run for it.
Well, do you blame him?
Well, it's like he had seen Nemo or something, and he thought, let's go down that
Or
whirling.
the smell of death every time somebody came in. He's thinking, is this where I'm going to end up? Is this what kind of therapy is this for a fish?
He probably figured, screw it, I'm just going now.
No,
Jumped
I'm done.
and
I can't
missed.
do this again.
Missed. Then I had to throw that little piece of fish jerky in. And
Triple gainer
flush him
off the
down.
seat, hit the floor.
Then came Flushy 2.
For the love of God.
Flushy 2.
I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. No, I think there's something inhumane about this.
Flushy 2 made it out and into the big bowl. Now, let me tell you, when you get up from doing your business on the toilet and look down and see a live fish swimming,
dude,
you immediately start thinking, I got to chew better. That's
I don't even think a gastroenterologist would help you with that.
So I'm
that'd panic.
Yeah, I'm going to start chewing my food better.
Yeah,
That's just all the way.
See, now I was hoping you'd tell me you put him in a bag, and when I'm talking about the first one, Flushy 1, and like brought him in for us to use him for
some type of to keep the
lure.
circle of life going and so forth. Nope.
Okay.
No, I tried to rehydrate him, and that didn't work either.
I want to see you give that mouth to mouth.
So that's the story of Flushy the toilet fish. We did have a big weekend of the guinea pig relocation program.
No.
I know you're working on a wildlife relocation program now.
Yes,
we relocated the guinea pigs. Knowing this storm was coming in, they live in the backyard in a nice cage back there.
Oh, wait a minute. You moved them from the basement to the backyard?
They've been in the backyard. For the summer, they live out back as it's warm.
Okay.
But this got to be a bit much, so now they're in the garage supervising the motorcycles.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, so if you're listening, Chuck Hamlet, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you're enjoying the new digs in the garage. All right. I don't know how many people have a guinea pig.
You were a couple less heartbeats out of the house.
I'm wishing. Seriously. My wife's going, now my wife's looking, and she goes, oh, they have this dog. They need a home for this one more puppy. And I said, look, again, you know the rule. Heartbeat in, heartbeat out. All right. So if you want to snuff one of the things laying around here,
right,
have at it. I'll give you the pillow.
Right.
All right. But until then.
Speaking of the pillow, how's Dante doing?
Shut up!
I just want to know how his
dog
health
is
was.
doing great.
Is he
I don't
doing great?
even.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. I can imagine him this morning,
Goodness.
covered in white flakes, all billowy and soft. I just want to run my hands through that.
You're not allowed to touch my dog.
lustrous-
You have bad thoughts about my
No,
poodle.
I
Yes,
don't,
you do.
man.
Look, I thought I felt bad about wanting to make slippers out of my pug, but we're much closer to that than the
That
other.
would only make one slipper.
No, have you seen her?
Well, I have. Seen
Yeah, that's a 2-footer.
Yeah, that is a
That's a
2-footer. Yeah,
2-footer
that's
right
just a cover the toe kind. Cover the toe kind with it.
But I think I have a problem. Going. Sorry, I wanted to bring it down again real quick.
Is there medicine for this?
Yeah, there
I feel
is,
like
and I forgot to take it.
But okay. All right.
Are you done ridiculing my mental
Not at
situation?
all, my friend. Not at all. Let's flip it.
Well, I think my wife.
Back to you.
My wife has a problem, and many would say, "Duh, you."
Well,
All right, I'm going to be very careful with this because this could quickly turn into the dumbass husband move of the week.
Yes, it could.
All right,
in front of
but
all these people.
I think now, this is just between us, okay? Kyla's not listening, but I think she's a hoarder. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I think she's a
Isn't there a rule?
a hoarder. Yeah, there is. I just broke a lot of them. I did.
Yeah.
No, look, I know I can sleep here in a pinch. You've told me that.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, all right.
That's true.
So, all right.
That's true. Bring Dante.
Here's the problem. Right? She's a high-tech hoarder. Where it's not like she's going to yard sales and accumulating garbage and, has that all laying around there.
And nut rolls.
She has an addiction to ordering off of Amazon and then tracking the package as if it's a sporting event, waiting for updates, and that brings her the joy and the rush, and her dopamine is... Right now, I have... in my home, enough paper towels, coffee, popcorn, peanuts, and elastic to last until the fourth coming of Christ. All right. So if anyone needs brawny planters,
So wait, I'm
coffee,
thinking you got enough. We could start some kind of like taco truck.
the paper towel truck.
Yeah, paper towel truck.
Good Lord, dude, we could still. I no longer. I went into my office.
Right.
I can get to my chair, and I am surrounded by. It's like I'm working in a storage shed.
Wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
She's intruded on the hive.
Yes.
She's in your.
Are you now talking about my wife?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I love you. I love you, Kevin.
Did you hear what Scott said, honey?
What was that?
That was it.
Okay, no, baby, no. I love that.
But I'm
okay.
well stocked. Just so you know, this was all coming in. I go, wow. Well, we're good for Tuesday's storm.
Well, and after today, you're going to have a very padded casket, my friend. With all the bounty.
But I'm prepared.
Well, you should. Yeah, yes, you are.
No,
thanks to her.
All right, let me get heavy then for a minute.
Get heavy.
All
baby.
right, because I made this statement to you the other day, and I'm preparing. All right, I know my mouth may be escalating my trip to the 6 feet under thing. That my wife may expedite that purpose, and you may see it on Dateline soon. But what I've been trying to do. I've been talking to a lot of people lately. People have reached out to me, and I've heard from people I haven't heard from for a while. And I've been trying to do the same thing. Yes, exactly. Who I nut dialed.
Right.
So, but I have gotten in the mode to where somebody said something to me once, and it's just stuck with me a lot lately. And it's prepare your soul and your spirit to die tomorrow, and prepare your body as if you'll live forever. And there is so much to grab out of that. That, I mean, if you are spiritually and in your soul, you've said the things you need to say, you have expressed, you're at peace with that part of you. If you can find peace in your spirit and soul, that's what you always try to do. You see people on their deathbed and they try to get right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to find. They're going through the forgiveness thing. They're going through. I did this. I did this. I did these kind of things.
Yeah.
But if in your life, while you are living and breathing, you live and breathe and prepare your spirit and soul as this is your last day. But then you treat that body, which I've had a tendency, like Jimmy Buffett says, you treat your body like a temple. I treat mine like a tent. All right, and that's
right.
I need to be more temple-like with that to preserve the work you have to do yet on this planet with your body, but prepare your mind and your soul as if you are going to be gone. So that's the heavy thought for today. But man, there's a lot to be learned in that.
Oh, on so many levels, man.
It really is. So just let that simmer with you, and let that be the message for today. All right, because we try to we have fun, we do all that, we try to take you in all different directions. But I just want to lay that on you because it was heavy on me, and man, I'm telling you, it has pulled me for the last couple of weeks when I've made that my mantra. Dude, I have felt so incredible and so much better.
I remember you talking about this like last week, man.
Yeah.
I remember you bringing that up. Yeah, no, that's some heavy stuff. And I think that's important too, Brian. You bring up a great point, man, because that's something that we have chewed over multiple times in trying to help folks. It's easy to target me in my truck with the logo.
Right.
Dealing with it, I'm an easy target, and I get that. Hey, target me. I love you for it, man. I dig it. I like a little pain. I thrive on that. It lets me know I'm alive. But people got to come to the realization, and boy, what is the message? How do we get people? Birth is beautiful, glorious, man. Celebration, life throughout it, and we even know some folks that when they pass away, they want it to be a celebration of life. They want
Absolutely.
a party. They want alcohol. They want dancing. Man, how do we get this message across to folks, man? That death is as real as birth.
Oh, well, it's as part of it's as much as birth is a part of it, so is death. There is no life without death.
No, and we can kick it, we can beg it, we can judge. You're a meat eater and I'm a vegan, and you're gonna die sooner than me, and I'm gonna. No, I don't care what you are. I love you.
We have that on tape where you just said I'm a vegan, right? He said, "Can you cut that up and use it in the political ads?"
Oh, that'll be our new ads for the next 3 podcasts.
Even the techie back
But
there.
but you're right. I could feel in one way you were going. It's like what we need to quit doing is everybody is trying to persuade somebody else to their point of view.
Right.
When you've said it many times, love them where they're at.
Love them where they're at.
We need to just quit trying to convince somebody you're right and just accept that they're feeling the way they are and find your way to love in that.
Right.
And you can.
Exactly. I mean, the way you talk about your wife, I ain't talking about my wife like that.
Oh, dude, what? You talked about my wife like that?
No, I didn't. No,
yeah,
I didn't.
yeah, you
No,
did.
I did
Scott,
not.
stupid head.
Stupid head. No, it's just some, the line, the edge is closer for some than others. And
you know what else is close, Scott?
What? Sorry. What?
I know I'll have to bring this up because you sure as hell won't.
Oh, let me talk about it.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, so what had happened was... No, I got nothing. Go ahead.
It's my birthday this weekend.
It is your birthday.
Come on now.
Dude,
Where's the celebration?
I'm halfway wrapped in that gift I got upstairs for you. I don't know how to work this. Man.
Halfway wrapped your gift. I can hardly wait. But so if you want to get those gifts in early or anything like that, the actual date is Sunday the 13th. So you've got a few days to get them in and get all that.
Send them to...
Yeah, I am registered at the Meat and Whiskey store. And
at the Cigar Palace too, right?
No, I got plenty of paper towels, coffee, peanuts, and popcorn.
You're ready.
I'll need none of that. But what do you say we jump into the artist of the week?
What you got?
All right. Today I'm wearing my Tim McGraw Indian Outlaw shirt. All right. Go.
Come on, man. Tim, listen, Tim. You sang about this in your Buffalo Briefs. I've got a pair. I've got a pair, man. I play that on occasion when the time is right. So, yeah, I got a pair of them Buffalo Briefs, and brother, does it work? It works.
How do you think he got faith?
It works, man.
That was it.
I'm an Indian outlaw. Come on, baby. That's my song, man. Tim.
I've always loved that one. And that was the one that really took him in a direction and got him going. Don't Take the Girl blew him up.
Oh, dude.
Indian Outlaw kind of put him on the charts. He had a couple of songs before that, Welcome to the Club. I remember when I first heard that, and I was intrigued because I'm like, McGraw. There was a baseball pitcher I liked named Tug McGraw. And Tug was his dad. And I hadn't known that, didn't know he had a son that sang, didn't know anything about Tim. Heard the song Welcome to the Club and thought, well, that's got a cool vibe. Then Indian Outlaw came and it's boom, we've never heard anything like this before. Here it goes. Then came the legendary status for decades afterwards. Right now, when you think of the class of country, the kings of country, George Strait will always be the king of country to me. But carrying the class banner right now, there is no classier artist than Tim McGraw.
No, but the boy can raise hell when he needs to.
Oh,
too,
he
man.
can.
I mean, the boy can raise some hell, man.
And he is so incredibly cut. This is the most muscular artist I have ever I mean, I put my arm around him and I bruised.
Right.
I mean, he is so.
Well, you're
he's made of
delicate.
metal. I mean, I think that they hang his kids' homework off of his chest with magnets because he's like as solid steel.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable what he does. He says his weakness, though, is salt and vinegar potato chips.
Really?
I was sitting and talking to him.
way.
I have had the pleasure of getting to interview Tim a couple of times, and that's what I wanted to bring up. I got to go to, it was on my birthday several years ago, flew out to Franklin, Tennessee, when Tim was just releasing his Sundown Heaventown album. And he was doing a pre-release party where he invited a bunch of radio folks to come out. We all got to congregate it was a picture for the Seattle Mariners that we were at his house. He had this beautiful spread that he let Tim use.
yeah.
All right, so we all get to hang out there. We have a private concert with him the night before where he just went from person to person and visited with him. Got to,
Dude, how
got
cool
got
is
to
that,
talk
man?
and, share a little spirit with Tim. But then that night, Franklin, Tennessee, he's performing. It's fantastic. Next morning, we get up and we've all got our little stations where we're set up. We've got all the radio stations have a little spot in this barn.
Right.
And Tim and all of his players, producers, everything would go from station to station. You all got like 7 minutes with Tim.
Really?
So he would sit there and interview. And I remember first question I asked him, I said, Tim, your voice, you've done duets with Nelly, you've been with Def Leppard, you've done all this, but yet no matter what you sing or know how hard you try not to, you cannot do anything but sound country.
Right.
And he said, I had a manager tell me that I couldn't go pop if you shoved a firecracker up my ass.
No, that's true, man.
I thought that was one of the greatest quotes.
Oh, yeah,
and
man.
I always remember that sitting across from him. And what I got him going on was I knew he was an old music fan. And I started talking to him about old Molly Hatchet album covers.
Tell me he did not know nothing about no Molly Hatchet.
Oh, he was all over because he was just like me, a record store kid.
Oh, no
that
way.
was flipping through. And Molly Hatchet used to have, if you look up, Google Molly Hatchet album covers. And there was a guy, I want to say his name was Vargas or Fargus was a guy who did the prints. But they were these badass medieval looking things. You know what I'm talking about? Do you remember the Molly Hatchet covers?
I had them.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Well, and then the next time I get to meet Tim, he's on tour with Faith. All right, it's Tim and Faith down at Pepsi Center. So I always try to think whenever I was going to meet a star, I try to come up with some kind of conversation piece.
Right.
I always try to find some song nobody's asked them about, or just, again, I knew his love of music, so I thought, I'm going to wear a Thin Lizzy t-shirt. And Thin Lizzy was a favorite band of mine from the 70s and 80s, and I thought, Tim is going to comment on this shirt.
Right.
I just had that in my head.
right.
So Kyla and I get to go backstage, meet Tim and Faith. Dude. Tim comes in and he goes, dude, Thin Lizzy. And it paid off right away. So then him and I start talking. He goes, my wife's not going to have any idea who Thin Lizzy is. He said, and I'm going to shake my head. He goes, the boys are back in town. All these songs. I said, I love Thin Lizzy. Well, then Faith comes in. She comes into the room, and of course, it goes silent because it is like a Disney princess just walked in. She has this just breathtaking beauty and perfection about her that it's like, you can't be human.
Right.
You had to have been created in a lab somewhere. There's both of you. Look at you.
Oh, yeah.
You are two of the most gorgeous people I have ever been
Absolutely.
around in
What
my
a
life.
couple. What a
Yes,
couple,
take me
man.
home with both of you.
Right.
That's
Adopt me.
So we get to Faith gets between me and I said, she looks at my shirt. She goes, Thin Lizzy. Never heard of him. And Tim goes, told you. So then we line up. We got Faith. We got me. We got my Tim and my wife.
Okay.
All right, and we're all standing together. We get the picture taken of the four of us. And we get done, and my wife and I both look at it, and she goes, "You know, I could crop you out." And
No,
this
she
would look
did
like an
not.
engagement photo for me and Tim. I said, "Well, I could crop your ass out, and this would look like one of me and Faith." So we both cropped each other
you
out of the
didn't.
picture. That night from backstage, Kyla sends out a save the date post with the engagement photo of her and Tim on it.
Are you serious?
She did.
Oh my God!
But it was fantastic. They were absolutely charming, put on one fantastic show. But I had the pleasure of interviewing him, spending time with him several times. He's absolute class. He's everything you would hope a superstar would be. Tim is, and he's continued that. He has a new project out right now with some more great music. I Call Mama is one of the new songs
Right.
that just grabs me like a humble and kind, like the Tim McGraw that you knew. But check out his new music. He's got some great new stuff, excellent new songs, and
Let's talk about that. Hang on now. I got something to say about
please
that.
do.
Tim is a shining example that if you got faith, you got it all. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Tim, the Buffalo Breeze, and you selling faith like crazy. Sorry, man.
Somehow
sorry.
I get nervous every time you
Yeah,
grab
I
the
know.
wheel.
I do too.
You know,
I do too.
That red button is just hovered on a hardcore level when he starts talking.
I understand when he grabs it, you can feel the
No, I
pain
mean-
come out of me.
Very much as the editor of the whole podcast, man. I
If you're,
worried.
if you're watching and you see a part where, wow, did the color just change? No, that's the blood leaving me. And yeah, it's just pure fear coming over that Scott's
I
got
kept
the
that
wheel.
right, man. I
No, you
kept that-
did. I'm proud
Yeah,
of you.
I mean,
I think
yeah.
we should leave now.
Tim,
because you
Tim,
did that.
Yes, Tim McGraw. I mean, what? It just goes to show you, man. If you got faith, you got it all.
Hey, but
Here's to faith.
here's to Faith and here's to Tim, and here's you going to the website, The Mike and the Mountain, and check out. I always put up a little feature on our Artist of the Week, and I'm going to put up that picture of the four of us, and you can see where it could
I
be
gotta check that
cropped
out.
and put up there. So that'll be on the website at The Mike and the Mountain. Check out that photo of me, my wife, Tim, and Faith, and see the engagement photos we created out of it. You can just picture it. And I'll throw up a couple of my favorite Tim videos up there as well. But that's waiting for you at The Mike and the Mountain. Again, all of our past episodes of the podcast, everything is there. So be sure to check that out and get ready. Cisco MWE is right on the ledge, getting ready to be pushed off.
On the cusp.
We can hardly wait. Until then, hey, take good care of yourself.
That's right.
Take good care of each other. Take good care of your mind, body, spirit. Do it all. And remember, educate, understand, and respect. It's what it's all about. Thanks for checking out The Mike and the Mountain. I'm Brian Gary.
Scott Cisco.
Peace and love, man.
Love you. Dude, did you say today that we need to take care of our bodies?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna send the kids down.
Okay.
Jackie!
Oh, no. Oh, no. What are we going to do for 2.5 minutes?
I don't got a red button for this.